Hello everybody, and welcome to the next episode of Chrono Trigger. In the last episode, we finally beat Specchio at his own game. Took far longer than I would have liked, but yeah. In this episode, we're going to be trying to do something about what the Queen's actually up to. So, we should be getting our ultimate abilities quite soon, but, at least I can rest easy knowing that Specchio has been beaten at this level, so I don't have to actually, worry about that anymore. Continuing on. The Skyway, which has now been released. Also, before we go to the Underground Palace, I would like to note one very, very important fact, which is kind of sad. You will not be able to go to this area after this point. So be sure, if you haven't opened these books, you haven't talked to all the people here or something like that, and you haven't gotten everything, get it. Now while you can, you still have a chance. But as soon as you go up to face the Queen, and go to the Ocean Palace, and beat that area, you will not be able to come back to that area at all. It's unfortunate. And just so you're aware as well, no, you will not be able to go to the Ocean Palace either. Just saying. So if you get anything in the Ocean Palace, make sure to get it. Make sure you double check everything, because you won't be able to go back to that area either. Just saying. So that you guys are aware, for anyone new. So if there's anything you wanted to do, try, or see in this place, yeah, you can only do it now. Which is really unfortunate, because I consider this to be one of the most original areas in games. Yet, you can't. We gotta destroy the Mammoth Machine. Wait, what? The Mammoth Machine was moved to the Ocean Palace to obtain the raw energy of Lavos. I don't know, all these people think that this is just a great idea. Just perfect. Peachy. Amazing. And these dudes don't want to talk to me. Darn new. The Queen took Shiloh with her to the Ocean Palace. The Enlightened Ones finally attained immortality. This palace is complete. Zeal will rule forever. Ugh, why is the Prophet allowed inside while I'm stuck with guard duty? There you are. Let the Prophet go, knowing he'd mess up sooner or later, but I've got no use for you anymore. Your history. That's what you think, bud. I have plot on my side. So, you can charm him. Keep in mind he works exactly like his golems. So be careful. Charm him, you get a power meal. I still don't know what that does. Probably look it up later and explain. Alright, Spire. He also has a counterattack move. Just be mindful of that. Reduces your HP by half, which sucks because it makes you vulnerable to attacks. Just make sure that every couple turns you do Slurp Kiss if you have Freed in the party and Aerial in the party like I do. Spire again, and have her, let's see what we can have her do. Probably just a regular attack. More iron orbs. Apparently that missed. Maybe because he's considered flying? I don't understand. Unfortunately, all of our HP is halved, so we gotta heal. Also, this is when you should really keep an eye on your magic, because if you noticed, we run out of magic really quickly, and I've had to use ether several times in a fight. It's because our abilities take so much magic. You can see on the right there how much MP something's going to take from everyone that uses the skill. If it's a dual skill, it tells you how much you'll use versus how much they'll use, kind of deal. Use that, darn. And that's his ending animation. Be careful of having low HP, because that will kill you, and like I've experienced with the robots, that's not a good way to die. Area leveled up. No, I'm gonna be immortal. I can't be beaten now. Thanks for leaving the door open, buddy. Don't let it hit you on the way out. It's not creepy at all. Now in the Ocean Palace. Let's see what we've got here for items. We don't have any shelters, which I probably should have bought, but we got more than enough items to make up for a shelter for 2. Lavos beckons. The black energy grows. Something scary's waking up. Shala, raise the power of the Mammon machine to its limit. Shala, you dare to disobey me? Alright, mother. Oh, what bright splendor! The incredible power of Lavos! I don't think there are any enemies you can steal from in this area that have good stuff, but I will be trying anyway, just to show you what they all give, if in the event you wanted to get items from enemies. These are Jins and Burgist. You want to be sure that you, destroy one of them. I think it's the Burgist, but I'm just making sure. Yeah, Burgist needs to die first. When you destroy the Burgist, it will remove the Jin shield and he'll be able to be taken down. Step on that button, except I think I already did. Alright, these enemies can only be damaged by fire, I believe, or water. It can be dangerous to make a mistake, though, in this area, because it can counterattack. Yep, they can only be hit with their own element, which means I need to change my team around. The mage in the back will use some heavy debuffs on you if you're not careful. Also, it is pretty imperative that you have one of each element user on your party at all times in this place. Also, I got an Aeon Helm. Probably gonna switch area out for a bit because I've used her a lot. And I don't think you get anything from any of these enemies other than basic items, so... use a lot of healing. Ethers if I need to. Yeah, my helm is actually worse than what I have. Oh right, I switched out my armor. Crap. Completely forgot about that. And then robe. And then robe. Right, everything seems to be in order. Wait, did I get something? This one I got a weapon or something. Might not have. Alright, I forgot to switch his. Oh, I think there's a chest in here somewhere. Yep. I don't remember what it had in it, darn. Well, fire two all the same. I recommend having Freed in your party and not Mel in this instance because you're going to need someone who can heal the entire party in these battle encounters, and she does not do that. She only heals a single target. Delta Storm. It's another triple tech under our belt. Maneuver around these guys and fail. Scouters. Just keep in mind these guys will counter with their element if you use anything but their element on them. So, but otherwise they won't attack you, I believe. So just keep that in mind when you're fighting them, that they won't attack you unless you attack them with a different element than what they have. And their defense for physical is pretty high, so just make sure that keep that in mind when you're fighting. Rune Blade. Let's see who puts that on. It's him. Yep. Magic plus 4. I needed that. Let's see what's over here. And like I said, make sure that you check every single crevice because there are weapons and armor in these chests, and you don't want to skip out on that because it's going to be a while before you can buy armor or weapons. So, to prepare yourself for the enemies ahead, it's a good idea to get what you can of the armor around. Aeon suit. It does a lot. I think I might put that on free though, because I'm kind of making him into more of a tank as the game progresses. Let's go along here. What's in here? Oh yeah, it's this area again. What's in here? Waters and a Kaiser arm. Let's go do around here. See if there's anything worth it. Looks like this is just a path to where we need to go, so I don't need to go here yet. Also, when using the triple tech like Delta Storm, it hits with all elements, so it counts as every single element type. So you can technically use that to your advantage for fighting those little imp things. And just like that, they're gone. We go into this room, and there's a treasure chest right there. Use water too on them. The little question mark above her head means that her texts are locked. She can't use any texts. Which is really bad, because you have a character that is tech-based, and they get that, and they don't really do much damage, normally. Physical, you know, not good. Star Sword. Does a little bit extra damage for Chrono. Go out of the room and you end up here. Just look around. Again, like I said, it's a good idea to look around, make sure you get everything, because there's a weapon and an armor piece. Or there's at least a weapon for every character you have at this point in this area. So just keep that in mind. If you haven't gotten an item that you think you've gotten, reload it. Or you see that you haven't gotten a new weapon for a hero in a long time, then you can just look character, you know, you can just look at that and tell if you missed something or not. Water 2. Unfortunately, this area forces you to use a lot of your MP, so really make sure how much MP you're using before you get to a boss area or anything like that, and just walks on in being like, "Hi guys," and then get brutally destroyed on the first turn of battle because you didn't heal up your magic. I've done that. Okay, that's where we were originally. At least the enemies don't respawn, that's a good thought. And there's a chest there. Sometimes it's good to look around the room to see if it's worth being in there, because some of these rooms are either don't have anything in them, or they're not worth being in because they aren't even where you're supposed to go anyway, they're just rooms. So just look around the room. If there's a chest in there, get it. If it's where you're supposed to go, wait till you get everything and then proceed. Shockwave. Random chaos. I really like Lear's weapons in the later game because, well, technically the mid-game where we are right now, but because her abilities, with her weapons eventually get a lot of really good effects. Let's try Delta Storm out. Pretty cool technique. But because we used it as Lyra, somehow it made it fire. I don't know how. Oops, I actually used fire on her. Crap. Bad move. Here's all up. Now you can actually use his heal outside of battle, and that actually helps a lot if you don't have shelters on hand. You can just heal up his mana after the fact. Sonic Arrow. Random Slow. Nell's weapons also have chances to inflict a status, but they are not as good as Lyra's. And with that button pressed, we unlock something. Now to go find out what that is. To be honest, I don't really remember. Must have been the store. Go in here. We get a new enemy, the Thrashers. They, in large groups, are pretty dangerous because they, have a dual tech that they use with the rest of their kind. Use single target skills because I don't want to use anything multi-targeted and take one of them off and they end up killing me or something like that. Got the Thrasher. Got a lot of tech points and a lot of gold. You see, you can't go here. They sure made this area creepy. Statue spits out some guys. You could technically use Luminaire for every single one of them, but I don't like doing that. Let's see, we learned Line Bomb a long time ago. Let's use that. You'd think that would kill Freed, but I guess not. Multiple counter-attack technique. This is the devastating thing when there's more than one of itself. It uses that, and depending on how many there are is how bad it is. And I have fought one with like 5 of these things. I think we're about to fight them. At least I think we're about to fight 5 of them in just a minute. So keep that in mind. That their counterattack technique is pretty bad. Yeah, if you touch these guys, they just run down the thing, so you can fight them down here. They have a counterattack, but we have Luminaire, and that should take them all out instantly. OP, but at the cost of your eyes. And Frog learned to, or Freed learned Cure 2. Very helpful there. Especially since you can use a single target max heal and a pretty good medium heal for everyone by himself. You don't have to waste somebody else's turn to use max heal. Fortunately, every time I use Luminaire, it does more damage to my MP usage. Freed leveled up. That thing will constantly be spitting fireballs at you and trying to kill you. That statue there. So Freed's ultimate ability is not actually elemental, it's called Frog Squash. Again, it's a lower HP, greater damage thing, except it's more rewarding than the one for Arya. Heal up their magic so they're above or at least close to 50. More enemies! Thrashers and Lashers. Except they're all going to die because I'm using Luminaire. At this point, you do have a lot of ether, so you can just use your mana like nuts, but just keep in mind how much you've used and how much you still have of your ethers. The ancient red rock has been passed down through the ages. From it, a magic pendant and a knife were made. Embody Malfar's dreams sealed within the knife. Now hurry if you plan to confront the queen. We're counting on you. I can feel the pulse of eternal life. Dark force. Wild energy. Ugh. The Mammoth Machine, Your Majesty, it's too dangerous. Mother. Don't stop, Shala. We're almost there. Immortality will be ours. Zeal will have the glory it deserves. Too long I have waited. Well, she's totally lost her marbles. Still haven't dropped any of those things yet. Man, I have way too many of these things. Let's see, heal once. Mid-ether, 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 mid-ether. There we go. And now the magical elevator of doom. Let's try Delta Storm. Yeah, it didn't work. Oh, crap. What did the scouter say? So the unfortunate thing is, the only way to fight these guys in that way is unfortunately to use one at a time. Oops, accidentally used that on the wrong guy. One at a time skills until they're all gone. Which makes the fights ridiculously overly long. Like, I appreciate the, uniqueness of this kind of style of fighting. Like, you have to use a specific enemy against a thing or it'll counterattack. But I dislike the, monotony. I've used single targets because there's more than one in the party. You know. Never leveled up. Now boarding the magical, devastating elevator of death. This reads water too. It's been cut. I forgot that can make you go crazy too. Oh man, these dudes are annoying. Fire too. And these dudes just have I really wish it would have just been 3 using one counterattack move, then each one gets their own multiple counterattack move, and yeah. Not only does it waste time, but it just doesn't really do much. Might as well, maybe. I don't want to go through another friggin' counterattacking session on this. As much as I don't like using Luminaire because it can hurt your eyes. Up. And this is the cruddy part. Lapis, lapis. Because to save time, I'm gonna use fire 2, and then water 2, and then finally lightning. Just to get them over with quicker, instead of using one per turn. The problem is it's gonna take a chunk out of my health. Should probably take out the water ones first because they do a lot of damage. Take out the water. And then finally the lightning ones. And Aaron's really low on health. He leveled up. And we're out of the scary elevator. And that does nothing. Heal up, because I really used a lot too much XP in that fight. Use some mid-ethers up. And we have a switch back there, but we have to fight one of each of these things. Let's see. Lightning. Water. And fire. Well, hopefully, it went in that exact order. And there we go. Pull the switch. Now that we've hit both switches, we go through here and finally step on this button. A bridge is made. Now once you go through here, is boss time. Checking everything, make sure I got all my mana upgraded. And save real quick. And we're out of time. Next time on Chrono Trigger, we will be busting through this palace and finding out what the queen's up to. Well, we've already found out what she's up to, but we'll be finally putting a stop to it, really. And hopefully Lavos does not have doesn't wake up from his beauty sleep to kill us. See you guys then.